Okay, so episode 10, War of the Dinobots. We're gonna talk about it. Okay, so this meteor is coming. Chip, the boy in the wheelchair, who thwarted the Decepticons, yes, and a black scientist. Mind you, I believe in the 80s we had a little bit more equality than we do now. Just a thought in television, you know. And so we have Optimus is making a fist, and all of a sudden, red electricity comes out of his hand. I'm like, is this a new power? Like, can you now make red electricity when you go make a fist? I don't know. So then he basically, the Dinobots are very powerful, and Megatron is taking account of this, and Megatron's like, I'm gonna crack those guys. I'm gonna find their weakness, and I'm gonna get them. So then there's an Ironhide joke. Everybody's talking about Ironhide's butt always. It's just, And so the meteor falls. The Dinobots are there to guard it. The meteor is dangerous, as Optimus says, but he shoots it. He gets a little chunk, and then he gives it to Wheeljack, who holds it. Mind you, this is a completely dangerous element that they're not quite sure what it is. So the Dinobots are left to guard the meteor. Then you've got they're like, oh well, the Dinobots are so awesome, we're gonna build 2 more. Another thing that really bothered me is that everybody else that has 5 of them connect. The Dinobots, they don't. Predaking, if you remember, the toy Predaking was pretty big. The Dinobots, pretty big too. They could have done something in the future. Did they? I forget. I don't think so. So then Megatron sends Soundwave to spy on them, and he finds out that Slag is hostile, Grimlock is arrogant, and Sludge is stupid. So that happens, and then another thing so Megatron starts really being hashed out as a character. And one of the things that really strikes me was that Megatron is there to drain energy from the planet, whereas the Autobots are there to protect the planet from the energy being drained from them. So one could argue that Megatron and the Decepticons who deceive are an embodiment of negative angels. Autobots are an embodiment of positive angels who are there to protect the energy from being drained. So something to think about on that. Then you've got Megatron, who is a great deceiver. He talks to Grimlock. He's like, hey, I'm not here to fight you. You are strong. You should be the leader. Hey, what's going on? And then there's this glitch where Sludge is talking, but it's not. I think it's Slag is talking, but Sludge's voice. I'm confused. What's going on there? And then you start really seeing Megatron talk like Iago. I think actually he might be using some Iago phrases in there. No real Shakespearean words, but some Iago stuff's going on there. Iago, by the way, happens to be one of the best villains ever written in Shakespeare's Othello. An amazing character. What's he then that says that I play the villain when this advice is free, I give an honest purple to think, oh, I could go on. But I won't. Ironhide can make liquid metal? So Ironhide can make like cold something to put out fires. Ironhide can make glue, and now he can make liquid metal. So Ironhide's just a plethora of liquids. So then we've got they realize that the meteor is going unstable. So Trailbreaker pulls a Wonder Woman, and he spins around, and he makes like some kind of web and shield that protects the meteor from exploding, and ta-da, he saves the day. And then they build Snarl and Swoop. Snarl being some kind of dinosaur, I forget, with the spikies and thingies on the back, and Swoop being a pterodon. So Optimus fights the Dinobots because now Grimlock is being fooled into believing that that he should be the leader. So he fights Autobots, and there's lightsaber sound effects. So Grimlock says, goodbye my friend, you are weak, so you must be destroyed. That's an interesting quote that I thought was a little prevalent. So Optimus gets captured by the Dinobots, who, by the way, are his children because he helped make them. And then Starscream is standing right next to Megatron. And if you notice, this is the Netflix version, by the way, not the YouTube version. Starscream becomes Thundercracker for like a good 15 seconds, and then he becomes Starscream again. For like a whole shot, he's Thundercracker, and he has the voice of Starscream, but then he's Starscream again. So I'm a little confused with that. And then the Dinobots can fly faster than, they're like, oh, then Slag and Sludge. No, who is flying? Snarl and Swoop, the new built ones. They're flying, right? He's like, oh yeah, no, we got one that can fly, who can save Optimus. And it happens to be Swoop, by the way. When they take off, they both fly separately, but when they land, Swoop is carrying the other guy. Now, this has been a huge controversy in the Transformer universe. Can the Autobots fly? Can only some of the Autobots fly? I believe all of them can fly, but they just don't, so I'm confused whether they can get there faster or not. It's the whole script breakdown that is confusing. So, then you've got Autobots can fly, talked about that, and first flying in, oh yeah, so I talked about that, the whole he's carrying him. And then Thundercracker again, the whole Thundercracker is Starscream again, and there's a whole glitch in there where you'll see it, and you're like, what? Did you just become Thundercracker? So Grimlock is saved by Optimus, because Grimlock is saved by, the meteor explodes, and Grimlock is saved by Optimus. So Optimus dives in and he saves him, and then Grimlock realizes, wait a second, this guy's not so bad, and maybe he should be the leader. So Grimlock asks for forgiveness, and he says that he was jealous, and so, and we forgive him. And Optimus doesn't even talk about the forgiveness. He doesn't even say, yes, I forgive you. He just, oh, come on, let's just get out of here, kind of thing. So that's episode 10. What do you think? Do you like it? Do you not like it? What do you think? Should your children watch it? I think Transformers is a great cartoon for children. It's very violent, shoots lasers. Not the movie. I will do a review of the movie, but I will have to tell you the movie's pretty intense. That's the whole point when it went a whole like, we gotta make a movie, it's for adults, and it just totally like, there's a whole, what age group should the movie watch? So this is a study of violence in television, sort of, and I was gonna add something about something, but I couldn't. I didn't research it. Oh, Dinobots. I don't know. All right, bye.